CA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Redskins and the New Orleans Saints. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 56, the mark, boy. 56. Check, 56. Ready? Shift.
Go team, spill. Bravo.
Slow. Yo.
Yes.
Breeze now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Check. Crunch. Back. Check.
Now the man from nearby Baton Rouge, it's the LSU star Darius Geis. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Haskins. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the slant. Wild. Under 10.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Haskins. That's complete to his running back, Grant. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Corey Grant, 30 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down at about the 15. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
At the 22-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Check three, check three.
Twist on travel. Hey, Alpha.
Safe.
Get it.
On the ground, this is Williams. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, check. 4 down. Switch.
General West.
So don't say nothing. Check Mike, man, not.
Hey, orbit.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints, 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Shit.
Smoke. Shoot.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Matt Ioannidis. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. On 2nd down, Williams. It's a pickup of 8 yards to move him into a 3rd and 13 here.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Set up. 90 Wolf. Hey, exit. Set up.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Taking it about the 16.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They start on the ground with Geis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 31 yards there, the first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
He's coming. We got double up. Deuce.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Ready. Let's go. Run to Check. It's free. We got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here? Let's go.
From the 38, Haskins. That is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Watch out. Shield. Zip it. Jack Rabbit.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints nothing.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They give it to Williams, running right. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on third.
Tight end right.
Hey, Echo.
Hey, now look up. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh?
Look at me. Go. Go. Go.
Staying open.
On the go.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
On first down, this is Geis. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On second down, here's Haskins. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Williams. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Joker, 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 Joker.
Recon, 132 fighter. Now.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Carrying it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And it's complete to Kelsey. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
You better break. I'm letting you know right now, you better break.
Check 31, check 31. Check 26, check 26. He's coming. Double up, double up. Nice strong. Travel.
Snap comes in 1. Now Haskins. He's got Smith here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
6-6, pull it high.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Get it.
They'll try and get it with Geis. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. This time, Haskins will look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch it.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
He's checking. Crash.
61, matchbox, lights.
Check 6 guys.
Leo.
Watch the whip.
Shoot.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about a different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Throwing on 2nd down. Breeze.
Watch the screen.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Deron Payne. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Ready, set.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
From the 31. Haskins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Three bud. Trump. Seven's a Mike. Hey, let's get that ball. Seven's a Mike. Mike's a
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Pass on first down. Incomplete in the end zone. It's second down and 10.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone.